Oh, this is an old, what do they call these? V-dub Vanagon?
No, it's a...
Westphalia?
No, it's VolksWagon, but it's not the typical camper type. It's a kind of like, I think, something heavier duty.
Oh, there's external power.
Maybe military or something.
I'll trade you a van for your boat.
VolksWagon LT40.
Just moored up in Little Livingston and Johnson Airport and said I can use it anytime I want now. Just like put it on the back of my boat. What is it? Are you allowed to undock? The big boat doesn't work.
It's four-wheel drive.
That's right, they let it stay in Seattle.
I think it's the house boat.
There's the front pumpkin
I
there.
guess you can have just a bar.
Some of these were all wheel.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, it's a little Johnson 2-stroke, so I've already got the gas can full. It's ready for it.
I'm gonna have you like come pick me up next time there's an
It's
event.
like, this is like 15. It was 12, and then he's like, well, that's less than what I'm paying. He's making like 50 bucks on me. Like the moor is $1,000 a month.
I think it's some kind of old military LT40. I'll have to look that up later. See what the deal is.
Pull it out and like totally refurbish it.
There it is, VolksWagon LT40 van. It's the largest light commercial panel van produced by VolksWagen from '75 to 2006.
Oh?
Being replaced by the Craft. Yeah.
My car is traditionally for
This is
snow.
the largest light commercial. So it's actually kind of
Get a station wagon or a van. That's why I came by today. I was like,
The
I'm gonna look at some
Westphalias are
vans.
all
Well, it
like
looks...
a passenger vehicle.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty seriously
Oh yeah.
built van.
Stickers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check out the biscuit place real fast.
Yeah.
Can see about there.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I'll see you in a bit.
So what's the story on your van? If you want to start all over again. Yeah.
So a buddy of mine had it imported several years ago, and then it was just sitting in his yard. He didn't have time to get to it as a project.
Is there any trick to importing this, or some vehicles?
That would be something you ask him.
Okay. Well,
I don't even want to deal with all that.
Yeah, your left side drive, so it's probably pretty easy to bring this one in. You know, I know imports can be funny.
It's old enough that I don't have to make any mods. Like if you brought in something newer, I think you have to like bring it up to American standards.
Sure,
like blinkers and taillights and stuff.
Right.
This thing doesn't have any modifications as far as that goes.
Okay. So what's overhead here? Is that like an air conditioner or?
This was an ambulance.
Oh,
originally.
okay.
So this was all of the medical equipment.
All right.
I don't really know what most of it did. It's all in German and stuff. I can't read it.
Okay, well, at first I was going to think that was like a blood pressure heart monitor, but it's actually a coffee.
Yeah. I've never seen another one. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the coolest part about the van.
Is that like a German coffee maker?
Mobitherm. It's on.
Mobitherm? Huh.
It's in English, so
12 volts or?
Could be anything. Yeah, it's 12 volt.
Oh, really? Cool. I like it.
And it works.
Uh-huh.
I don't use it, but it works.
Yeah. Well, it looks, my friend and I were looking at this, and you see a lot of people with the Westphalias, and but this, I've never seen a hefty, solidly built. Now the wheelbase, it looks like it looks short, but it's not really short.
It's pretty maneuverable. I mean, I can parallel park in the city and stuff.
Do you experience like porpoising on the highways?
No.
No?
It's pretty smooth. I tossed a wheel weight the other day, so it's kind of scary right now.
Right.
It actually drives pretty nice. It's pretty smooth.
Yeah. But I like this thing. This is a cool looking van. You just gotta go. Sand things down, prep it, paint it, and you'll have yourself a pretty trick ride. That's for sure.
Mechanically, it's super sound. It's just the body rust.
What is the engine in here? It looks diesel.
It's a 2.4 liter turbo diesel.
Okay. Yeah, I could tell by the very black exhaust pipe.
Yeah, the wheel on the back.
Right. Yeah,
no, it actually does. It gets like 15 miles to the gallon, and it's got decent power for what it is.
Sure. Now, is that a Yeti fridge?
No, that is a cheap Amazon fridge. So
Okay.
It's a Yeti copy, but it works great.
Okay. So, now how are you using this? Is it a Weekend Warrior thing? Or
Right
living
now,
out of
yeah,
it?
I'm kind of like building it out
All
to
right.
get it the way that I want it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really, I've been asking all the people I've talked with down here if they're, living in it or just weekend warrioring, and so far I haven't run into any lifers yet.
I feel like they're all headed south right now.
Well, it's, I got my friend Paul here. He's celebrating 15 years in a van this month.
Yeah.
And through various different vans over time. But yeah, he's heading down in November. This thing here, this is a really cool setup you got. And like, do you have a toilet setup or?
It doesn't have a toilet.
Okay.
It has I'm working on like a shower setup right now. But
Okay.
as far as a toilet goes,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna end up going with a cassette toilet.
Oh yeah. It's because you can buy, like Thetford makes a long bowl toilet that has, I think, a 5-gallon tank, and they're handy. You can go to the pit toilets, dump it there, gas station. You can get rid of it pretty much everywhere, and they don't take up a lot of space.
The guy next to me, he's got a composting toilet that he built himself.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
ambitious.
Yeah.
I know they're not cheap. They're like, what, $900 or $1,000?
Yeah, but there's nothing to them. I don't see why you wouldn't just build your own.
Oh yeah. Well, what's the common method is, we jokingly call ourselves the bucketeers.
Yeah.
But you basically have you treat it like your dog or cat or baby diapers. You just go in a bucket with a bag liner and twist it up, throw it in the garbage, and that's the accepted way to handle that. And then a lot of people just have a pee bottle.
Yeah.
It works. You just have a place to save what you got to get rid of, and pour it out where you go to a gas station or whatever. So yeah, there's different ways that you handle different things, but it's I'd say there's a good 50% of the people living in their vans are using that method, and there are people that have brand new campers, vans, truck campers, take their bathrooms out, eliminate the black tank, and they just use the bucket method, and because then they don't have to mess with the black tank.
Well, a lot of the people that are full-time, and they just go to the Anytime Fitness, and they just travel from Anytime Fitness to Anytime Fitness.
Yeah, but see, if you've got tanks, you have to go to a dump station at some point. And so if you're only gray water, if you're out in the sticks, like Arizona, they encourage you to get rid of your gray water in unpopulated areas, because the water is good for the ground and its nutrients. The black water, okay, that's a different story. You got to get rid of that properly.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, I've probably spent about the last 5 years. I've spent half the year out of my truck camper, and I've had a lot of fun doing that. And, but you gotta have a nest egg to be able to go out and do things like that. It's just
either that or some way to make money on the road or something.
Right. And that's what the wife is looking at, is getting an online kind of a thing. She does bookkeeping, accounting, and so she might be able to get something to do. And me, I'm sick of work, so I'm not looking for it anymore.
Anyway. I never liked work anyways.
Yeah. Well, anyway, neat setup. I like it, and so I hope you have a lot of fun with it.
Oh yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah. All right. Take care. Nice talking to you.
And you probably got like 30 or something like that. And he goes, so what kind of mileage you get with that thing? And at the time I hadn't done the other trip. I said, about 10.